For nearly a decade, SimCity has been under a 10-year development hiatus. The release of SimCity has finally arrived. Has the game lived up to expectations, or does it crumble under its own infrastructure? It's an ingenious concept, yet complex. SimCity allows you to create cities that you manage. Either be the best mayor or destroy your Sims' homes. It's up to you. The game is simple and in turn making it addicting. SimCity is impressive. As you build, finding little details from previous Maxis games makes appearances that add nostalgia. However, under the glitz and glamour of such a beautiful game provided by its new engine GlassBox, there is turmoil and annoyance. With an always-on internet connection to the digital rights management provided by Electronic Arts, the game has large petitions to address the gamer-friendly community. From a gameplay standpoint, you start up the game and given the chance to create or join a region. You are able to join anyone's game that is available. With these regions, they vary in number of cities, which allow up to 16 players in one region. When creating your own region, you first name it and either set it to public or private. If you are in the mood for experimenting, there is a sandbox option, which allows cheats and access to all available buildings in the game. However, no achievements are given in sandbox mode. Once the region has been created, you are to choose which plot to build your city. They differ in terrestrial layout. Note that there is no terraforming, which is a massive disappointment. Why did they not include this feature? One reason being that the land layouts are puzzles itself, and finding solutions that involve surveying the land before laying out the roads. This does not seem to fit the criteria, but still a major setback to some fans. As you begin your city, your first task is to connect the region highway. This allows the flow of Sims, shoppers, workers, tourists, etc. As your city grows, you are constantly acute to adjust, refine, and improve the lifestyle of your Sims. Each individual has a life, which goes on about his or her own business, seeking jobs, finding ways to spend their money, and repeating. Happier Sims bring more green to your treasury, thus making your job as mayor to provide a happier place to live and work. Once you gain a mature city, many of the buildings begin to rise and tower over your cities. These buildings have great designs that interact with the daytime-nighttime cycles. Instead of a realistic approach, these quirky designs please the city style and add character. Plopping city service buildings is quite effective. Each structure is modulated that allows upgrading, either by adding more police cars, fire trucks, etc., or adding an extension wing to a community college. This concept of modulation on city services is great, giving you the precise desired request from your Sims, keeping them happier. This concept is a clever way to cut back on budget while still maintaining the necessary treatment towards maintaining a happy city. Region play is strongly encouraged. It's a concept that has blossomed over the years within the series, yet there are issues that make it unreliable. An example is when giving a gift to a neighboring city, there is not an immediate access. It could be delays within the server. From experience, this seems to be the only problem encountered. But with providing police coverage, medical coverage, garbage coverage, etc., they seem to be working fine. The simulation of the game is breathtakingly detailed. The data maps are colored, rich, and visually appealing to make accurate adjustments to your city. Finding the best place to erect your water tower? Find dark blue on the map. Or placing industrial zones that pollute the air? Find out which way the wind is blowing. This new data layer adds complexity and is equally satisfying to experiment with. There is an introduction of specialization, allowing you to choose what you want your city to be. Whether it be oil or coal, electronics manufacturing city, or just a tourist attraction with casinos, landmarks, and/or convention centers. These specialization data layers allows you to make the decision. This concept is not new, however, which can be taken from other games such as SimCity Societies and Cities XL. There are bugs that need to be fixed, affecting population, traffic, etc. And patches will hopefully come available to address these issues. The sound design is outstanding. The music's grandeur symphonic melodies take cues from your city's current state. As you begin, the music is simple and modest. Then as your city grows, it changes to complement whether you have skyscrapers or reached a decade of city years. Each building has its own sound too. Residential buildings range from doorbells to wealthy homes having video game sound effects as kids play in front of the television. Commercial buildings have fast food sounds, while wealthy structures feature music from the original Sims video game. Taking musical cues from previous games tickled the nostalgia and brought back memories from past years. You're likely to spend 8 to 10 hours of gameplay to fulfill the SimCity experience. First hours into the game can be time-consuming and perplexing due to the beginning and layouts of the city you're attempting to construct. After additional hours, your city matures and small apartment buildings begin to form. This in turn creates a ripple effect, causing havoc, such as your Sims wanting education, health, or arresting criminals. Unfortunately, under this beautiful game lies pretense. There are several issues that plague this SimCity from being magnificent and perhaps the best in the series. The main complaint is that city sizes are small, very small. Once your city grows and fills capacity of its borders, you have no room to place greater structures. You run out far too quickly to place large city buildings such as universities, nuclear power plants, or landmarks. From previous SimCity games, these city sizes are trivial compared to SimCity 4's. In defense, one reason behind this decision is to effectively manage a quality city. It's quality over quantity, some say. Yet seen in previous SimCity games, this was not a factor, thus making the game reducing you to manage a city of certain specializations, vexing you to build multiple cities and not focusing on one major city. To many SimCity fans, this is a hefty decision and will likely upset the community. As many know, the launch day was a catastrophe, which I will not address. However, I will comment that it is sad to see such a beloved franchise experience such an abysmal event. The largest problem to come within this game is the digital rights management. This perhaps is the most tragic element of the game. With an always-on connection to EA Maxis' servers, this component damages the game significantly. For some, it's EA's doings in pushing the microtransactions further. With hackers working daily and finding arbitrary locks in terraforming tools and larger city modules, some suspect foul play. No matter how transparent this company is, if and when these transactions will be available, one thing is for sure: the consumer is getting slammed. Let us hope someone hears the outcry. In conclusion, I recommend this game to the SimCity fans. Even without terraforming and smaller city sizes, the game is extremely addicting. With beautiful art design as the buildings reflect the sun rays, to sound that is exceptional and pleasing to the ear, alongside complexity and depth of city simulation with the use of data maps that help you choose the city to specialize in, these components grant the player to be a problem-solving, creative mayor, while having the ability to compose a city at their own will. As for those skeptical of paying high price for a game that does not allow local gameplay, the annoyance of always-on internet connection, connecting to EA's Origin gaming service, tight controls of the game's digital right management, or simply boycotting EA altogether, I recommend staying away. Far away. This game is loaded with ideas of non-friendly gaming experience. The game is disgraced with unmentionable consumer concepts that leave the gamer feeling abused. Bottom line, SimCity 2013 is a beautiful, complex, addicting game. But what lies underneath is a major disappointment.